Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is back in session and calls number 332446. Case of style the state of Texas versus Ray Charles Jones. We have Mr. Jones who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Jones was previously sworn in. Mr. Jones previously entered a plea of no contest to the information where he's charged with criminal trespassing. Ray Charles Jones acknowledged that his plea was freely and voluntarily given, and he understood. Well, Mr. Jones acknowledged that he was pleading no contest because he did not wish to fight or contest the charges, and he understood what he has been charged with. Now, Mr. Jones, we have before Mr. Jones State's Exhibit number 1, which was the misdemeanor plea admonishment. He acknowledged that his signatures and initials was on that document, and he also was shown trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. He acknowledged that his signature was on that document, that he understood that that this was a plea bargain case, he did not have a right to appeal, and that he also understood that he was waiving his right to an appeal, which means that he was giving up his right to an appeal. Now, Mr. Jones, there's a document that's titled Discovery Certification. Mr. Jones, did you just sign that document?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now, before you signed that document, did your attorney go over that document with you earlier?
Yes.
And did you read it? And did you read and understand everything that your attorney went over on those documents that you signed in initial?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in those documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yes,
Mr. Jones, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yeah.
Okay. State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. I also have the probable cause affidavit, which is State's Exhibit number 2. State, you like to offer States 1 and 2?
Yes, sir. State offer States 1 and 2.
No objection.
No objection. States Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Boudreaux, you've advised and counseled Mr. Jones. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
I don't know of any, Judge.
And Mr. Jones, your attorney, Mr. Boudreaux, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir. Has
he provided fully effective and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Jones, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest in this case, the state's recommending confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for a period of 30 days. We're asking that the court give the defendant credit for the 30 days that he's previously spent in custody, essentially making this a time-served plea agreement. And as it relates to the court costs, we're asking that the court utilize that time credit to both tax and retire the court costs.
Okay. Mr. Jones, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $327. You will not have to pay the $327 in this case because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Jones, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jones, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Jones, this will conclude your case. Please follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day.
All right.
Okay, hold on.